I'm still here to lose weight. I've only lost 3 pounds.
I'm having a baby in the spring, and I want to keep good muscle tone.
I have a bad back right now, and I'm looking for help.
I'm getting in shape for natural childbirth. I have a bad back, and now I have a broken toe.
I want to develop stamina. Oh, my aching back is a common complaint, but don't worry about a thing. Another few million years and it's going to be fine. Okay, now, Maddie, I want you to be sure and walk. The rest of you keep jogging while I show you something. We're going to try to make you believe these are vertebrae. Vertebrae are the bones. They're about 24, sometimes only 23. They come up your back here, right up the back. And they're separate segments, one on top of the other, and they get smaller and smaller as they go up. And in between each one is something like a balloon. And it works kind of the same way, except it's got liquid in it. It's very bouncy, acts like a spring or a cushion so that your back can move safely. To win a little further. And there are wide elastic bands of ligaments around all of them to hold them in place to each other and to the whole mass. Okay, now, while you think about that, I want you to come over to the wall, and this will give you a good idea of how they work. Mm-hmm. Now, think about the cups with the balloons in between, and with your feet away from the wall and your bottom on it, lean way over and bounce gently. Very gently to begin with. Get your belly way in. Oh, come on. That's not easy. We have a couple of pregnant girls here. It's going to be a little bit of a problem.
Not contained with Nanny.
Okay, unroll slowly. Get every vertebra up against the wall. And now, carefully move your heels into touch without letting your back off the wall. Is it coming off?
Yes.
Okay, bend your knees a little. And slowly come up and try to keep your back flat. Tell me when your back comes off. Same as that. Your heels aren't against the wall. Get your heels back and bend your knees again.
I don't even get near the wall if my heels are near the wall.
But bend your knees then. Are you near the wall now?
Yep.
On it?
Yep.
Okay, now slowly try to come up a little way, but keep your back on.
Some of our bottoms keep us from getting any
closer.
closer.
The bottom problem is either fat or muscle. Muscle. If it's fat, you can get rid of it. If it's muscle, you're in trouble. Then you have to make your back bend more.
How about your shoulders, Maggie?
Your shoulders and head should be back. Now raise one arm and stretch up the right arm. Right. Stretch up as high as you can. And the other arm, keep your back flat the whole time. Bend your knees if you need to. The other arm. And the other. Okay, now lean everybody over to the left and over to the right, just from the shoulders this time. Over to the left, keep your back flat, and over to the right. Okay, now go shoulders first and then move down to the waist. And shoulders and over to the waist. Now let your hips go and slide way over, but keep your back flat against the wall. And over to the other side, keep your back flat.
Which way
over.
Are we supposed to be going?
Doesn't that feel nice?
It does.
Way over. Your arms should be straight while you do it. Manny, if anything bothers you, don't do it.
Right, that's why I'm letting
Manny's got
up.
a bad back, and we are going to be very gentle with him. And here you've got to judge for yourself, because we can't feel your pain. When you feel anything at all, you stop immediately. Don't ever work if you feel any pain at all. A little bit of discomfort, if you're in good condition, isn't going to hurt. But if you know you have something wrong and it hurts, you quit. Okay, now next one is bend your knees a little and bounce down. Get your back flat against the wall. Tilt your pelvis out.
Like a belly dancer?
Like a belly dancer.
Not your belly.
And up, slowly up the wall. Don't let your back come off. And if you can, only if you can, it's going to be tough for some of you, try to get your calves back to touch. Try. All you have to do is try.
Other parts don't touch then.
Well, if the small of the back is the most important point, that has to touch. So bend your knees if it doesn't, and just come up as far as you can. Each day you move up just a little bit further, and pretty soon you can come all the way up. Okay, now hands together. Yeah?
Not easy.
No, it isn't easy. Bounce your arms up overhead. It is easy after a while. It takes time, but once you do it, it's all right. Stretch way up as high as you can. From side to side, and bounce your arms back. Keep your heels down. Straighten your knees a little more if you can, but keep your back flat. Okay, relax. Turn to face me. Everybody over this direction. You know, another thing you should remember, turn your inside foot in and lean in to touch your hip bone to the wall. If that's, keep both feet down. If it's too easy, get out further. Manny, take it easy. One thing that everybody should remember, especially if you have a bad back, is every morning when you wake up and every night before you go to sleep, you should stretch out completely. It's good for everybody, but it's especially good if you have a bad back because, when you sleep, your ligaments get a little stiffer. And it makes it much easier. Turn around the other side. It makes it much easier on you. And that's a good time to do your exercising, too. The pull of gravity on you when you sleep, when you're during the day, makes you get a little bit shorter. All day long, you're getting a little bit shorter. Anybody paid any attention to it? Has anybody ever been able to feel themselves getting shorter during the day?
I've never been short.
I should think, okay, come on.
I feel heavy.
I should think that everybody would be able to tell, especially if you have a bad back, that your back would ache a little bit more later on in the day.
Right.
That would happen because you'd be coming down closer and closer together. Okay, come out here and you can sit down for a minute and I'll show you something else. This is something you should also do if you have a bad back. These are really helpful. Always put a pillow on the floor so you don't hurt your knees in case you fall. I hope you don't fall. Take a good strong grip. It's good for improving your arms too. Okay, just hang from this and stretch yourself down a little, and that stretches the vertebra a little further apart. And when you're stretched apart, you're going to be able to do your exercises if you've got a bad back with a little less pain. I hope with no pain at all, but the more you get yourself stretched out, the easier it'll be for you. Also, if you have a back that goes suddenly, which a lot of people do, then if you'll immediately find a doorway or a door bar like this, and again, hang from it, and then pick your hips. You look like I'm in pain. Switch your hips from side to side so you pull the vertebrae as loose as you can. Sometimes it'll slip back into place, and in fact, quite often, my husband taught me this trick, and it really works. It would stop the pain in my back immediately. It's really a very quick working. It doesn't happen every time that it'll take care of it, but the faster you get to the bar, the better it works.
Can you hang one of those in the house?
Oh, they have a door bar that you can buy that fits into your door. But one thing, if you're going to, like my son, swings out from them. Well, he forgot to swing back in, too, and one last day, he swung out. It came off the door, and he landed flat on his back.
Oh,
so be very careful.
Get that.
That's one way to get it.
Yeah. Okay, everybody grab a pillow. These are some more tricks for bad backs. It's one way to exercise. Actually, these are a big help, and they're things that everybody should know who does have a bad back. This is the most common area for people to have bad backs, right back here, where the first two vertebrae connect, where the most movement is, and that's where the biggest problem is. Now, first of all, you should remember, if you have arthritis or rheumatism, any of that kind of thing, if you keep yourself very warm when you sleep, you're going to have much less pain, because the ligaments do stiffen up when your body temperature drops. So if you remember to wear very warm things, keep your hands under the blankets, have something that's got a turtleneck on it, you'll wake up a lot more comfortably. And I really mean warm, very warm.
A hat, too?
I have been known to wear a sweatsuit to bed. Okay, lean back. Have the pillow under your knees. And, you may even need two pillows, so your feet are up higher. And it takes all the strain off the lower part of your back so that your back can come down.
That feels very
that really
good.
feels great.
Yeah, that feels great. That's very relaxed.
Well, quite often, just that difference will keep your back from aching at night if you've got a bad back, so that you can really, sleep comfortably. There are a few other...
My back really improved as soon as I got rid of the pillow.
Really?
My head.
That's great. There are different ways to use pillows, though. Sit up and try this. Put the pillow between your shoulder and your head. Double it over. Most people tend to buy soft pillows, where if you really buy a hard pillow so it holds your shoulder up, it's a lot better for you. Your shoulder won't ache when you wake up in the morning.
Between the shoulder and the head, right?
That's right. Where if you turn it just singly, you can see right away your shoulder has to double over this way.
Right.
And it's a lot less comfortable. Amy, wake up. Okay, here's another one. For anybody that has a hump here from leaning over this way, a lot of people develop a hump there, and after a while, from habit, it just stays that way. Have a pillow. It doesn't have to be double. It's according to what kind of a problem you have, and you should certainly start off with it small. Put it right under that part of your back, right under that area. And you can, if you want to, put a small cushion under your head to keep it up. But if you have that under your back there, your shoulders will come out this way, and it relieves all the strain on that part of your body. So again, you get that relief and start training them to come back again.
Does it open the lungs so you can breathe? I have
Well,
trouble
it would,
breathing
yes.
lately.
An encroachment on your lungs. Yes, you heard that. Okay, now there's still one more trick. I happen to have a very hard bed, and I'm wide enough across the hips that when I lie over on my side, my leg comes over too far, and sometimes I actually ache from the strain of my leg being over this way for too long, because I tend to sleep very quietly. If you put a pillow, if you get that kind of pain in your hip, if you put a pillow here so that your upper leg rests on it, then the leg, instead of having to come way down this way, is out this way. And it's a whole lot more comfortable. It sounds silly. I mean, it sounds like a lot of trouble to go through to sleep. But I'll bet you, having
Feels
had a
good.
bad back, know what I mean.
Right.
If you've ever had a bad back, little things like this become very important, because it's the difference between sleeping or just not sleeping at all. And boy, it's like a nagging pain all day long. It never leaves. Everything you do,
stiff when
think
you
of it.
sleep on your back for a complete night's rest? Do you get stiff, do you think?
What you do is turn a little bit to either side. Nobody lies completely still. But when you know you've got something that you're trying to take care of, then you readjust to it, because obviously you're not going to sleep if you're in pain.
Right.
So you get used to, sleeping slightly uncomfortable rather than sleeping in pain.
But it doesn't stiffen the vertebrae.
No, anything but. And one last trick for your back. If you get tired of sleeping on your back all the time, put the pillow under your. It's kind of halfway under your. Nah, come on, Rosie. Take it easy. Our pregnant girls are lying.
Good, really.
Oh, I have to tell you something very funny. You worrying about lying on your belly. When I was pregnant for one of my children, I went with a friend to the beach. And it was very far along, and I was feeling very uncomfortable. He dug a hole in the sand for me. It felt so good. I felt so uncomfortable.
That's contour of sleeping.
But I hadn't been able to lie on my belly for so long. It was just beautiful.
Is there any reason to take care of exercising during pregnancy? Do you have to take it easy?
Oh, no, not at all. As long as you start very gently, work up a little bit at a time. But it's amazing. You can do anything you want to during pregnancy if you just start gently and work your way up. You should be in good condition when you become pregnant. But if you're not, then, Amy, wake up.
Yeah, wake up, Amy.
Okay, we got to get them started moving before they fall asleep. Throw your pillow back. Okay, pull your knees up to your chest. Now, I've worked with pregnant girls who 2 days before they delivered ran 8-minute miles.
Amazing.
And you can, if your muscles are built up strongly, then your abdominal muscles stay so tight that the babies don't even bounce. So you just...
You may have worked with pregnant women, but I'm surrounded by them.
That's good. You really are. The one important thing is you must never, ever be tough on yourself. Always be gentle and work up just a little bit at a time. Anybody who's foolish enough to just go all out and do all their exercises the first day is bound to run into trouble. Everybody knows enough to know that bodies develop slowly.